All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dublin Celtic Tigers. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Come on,
from the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Leo!
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Well, I'd say we're well past the time that we're trying to work out the kinks of the season, aren't we? We're already into week 3, and he's looking really, really strong. Already has won an AFC Player of the Week award.
Yeah, did that a week ago in week 2 with runs like that and then some.
Switch.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Rollins. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
Here we go. Look at me. Go.
Now they try the right side here. They find some open field here. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Mike, 4. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe it.
2nd and 6. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
3rd down. And 6 yards to go.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down.
Mike, 4. Let's go, baby. Two-jet bomber. Get it.
Looking to throw. Rollins. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready. Watch two. Man, I got you. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Hey, stand up. Shoot.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set, ready. Go to base. Let's go one more.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. No gain on the play there, second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Check four.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
And to give this time to the tailback. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Alert 3. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Fair. Ready.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Set, ready. 70, Indy. 5.
On 3rd down, Rollins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for number 81. Incomplete. That is 3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 17. races down the right side. Touchdown! Such an impressive punt return, 83 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense like, look, don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Got it.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
At the 18-yard line.
Here we go. 50, plant. Tight end left. Big grip.
To throw on second down. Rollins flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Bengals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Operating from the gun, Rollins. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Come on.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
Knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 30 base. 24's on the move. 24 now.
Looking to throw on second down. Rollins. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
It's a gain of 6.
It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
we go, here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
25, check 25, check 25. Small, get it.
Now a handoff looking right. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Let's go now. 60 or.
To throw on 2nd down, Rollins steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here we go. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Watch the out. Ready.
From the gun, Rollins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Slam. Joker.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Go, Jackrabbit, come on.
Looking to throw on second down. Rollins airing it out deep for Smith. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
To throw on third down. Rollins. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one. This quarterback now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. Back to throw. Rollins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Rollins looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Check. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Check. Hey, switch gears.
Now they try the right side here. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
At the 25-yard line.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10.
Watch Mike. All right. Here we go. Let's go,
from the gun, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 18. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Look at me. Door.
2nd and 11. He's got his man on the crossing route. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. His throw incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on, Sam.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
At the 25-yard line.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Coming. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52 is the mic. I got it. 52 is the mic right here.
Jackson from the shotgun. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Let's go now. 8, read. Hey, Sam off. Let's make these babies crawl all the way back.
Watch twist. Check. Watch the edge. Check 99. Check 99. Alert flare.
Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. 20. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Watch out.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Now for the point after. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Makes the score Bengals 20, Crushing Tigers 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Watch the twist. Kill. 66, bullet, half. Check,
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. Check. Lucky. Go.
Jackson now. Dancing to his left. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Check nickel. Check the backer. Go.
Jackson to throw on third down. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Under 10, 10. Fair. Watch the twist. Check, crunch, hard.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch tight, tight ends right. Watch tight, tight ends right. Out. 5 down. Stand up in. Mike, snap.
Looking to throw. Rollins under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Hey, exit.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rollins. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's taken on the 25. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Jackson on 1st down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
The way with the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Set 70, Indy.
Watch tight end. 3 out.
Shoot.
To throw on 2nd down. Rollins. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10.
Squeeze.
Operating from the gun. Rollins. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
That's the way.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. On the move to his left. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
Check 15. Check 15.
To throw is Jackson on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
You gonna see me and you're not me. That's the what? 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 Kill.
Throwing now is Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He finds Hopkins complete. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Go out. Ready?
And to give this time to the tailback. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Kill. Check 3. Switch.
Look at me. Go, fight.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Now a handoff looking right. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Rock it. 30 base.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Now they try the right side here. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's it.
Big hit. 20-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished.